I'll be continuing Bloodborne. Now, I haven't really been posting as much. After the first video, I just kind of got really shy and I just didn't feel like continuing it. But today I worked up the courage a little bit and I'm gonna try to continue on playing this game. I won't be going as fast this time. I'm gonna take my time. Last time I just wanted to get as much as possible, and I think I did a relatively good job aside from that one death with the boss. And I'm gonna try being a little bit more efficient on my commentary. This is my second video and actually trying to do something like this, so I'm still gonna be really horrible at it, but we'll see how it goes. I also want to thank you guys for, even if it's just a little bit, just checking my video. It helps out knowing that there's people watching and that I'm actually doing an okay job. And whoops, I went into the wrong character. Oh, let's fix that really fast. Now, last video, I did the whole beginning. I showed you guys Central Yarnum, and I went all the way to the boss, which is the Cleric Beast. I managed to level up a little bit. I did start with the Waste of Skin Origin, I believe it's called, which basically starts you off at level 4. Huh. Yeah, there we go. You guys can see my character right there. And this is my scale blood tinge character that I'm kind of aiming for. Haven't really done this build before, so I figured I might as well try it on this one. With blue elixir. I never used that item. Okay, here we are. Just as I left it off last time, we just defeated the Cleric Beast, as I mentioned. Today we'll be going to Father Gascoigne, the second boss in this area. The Cleric Beast is actually an optional boss, so you do not have to defeat him. But most people usually do, just for the fact of getting what he drops. And to get to Father Gascoigne, today I'll be going through the lower section of the sewers. So, just get that underway. I'm also going to try limiting how fast I go in my talking. Being my first time doing something like this, I was kind of really anxious last time. I still am, honestly. But I want to try calming down a little bit and just playing to have fun this time. One of my friends actually watched the video and he mentioned indirectly that I was way too nervous playing, which is absolutely true. I was extremely nervous. Doing something like this is so unique because you're playing it live, and at the same time, it's Bloodborne, so it's one of those, you have to know what you're doing. And I'm really horrible. I'm either concentrating on one thing or concentrating on another. And it's a little bit difficult at first. And since I haven't really been experimenting much, like trying to play too much, this is my second video, it's still quite challenging for me to do something like this. And I thinking if you're doing good in the video, like you start worrying what I'm trying to explain and how all the items were. So there's a lot to take in, not to mention the fact that I want to be doing good at it when it comes to playing the game and showing you guys. Ow! Jeez! One at a time, please. Go down. That was rude of him. But yeah. There's that, and then there's, because you're doing this on live, you have people tuning in and out, and since I'm barely starting out, it's basically, I know there's not going to be that many people interested, and then also the game is really old. So, well, not that old, but it feels weird seeing the numbers go up for your viewers, and then all of a sudden they go down, and it's like it puts more stress onto you. Sure. Mousy, you can join. I'll ring my bell. Maybe put a password eventually. I'll figure something out for a password. Maybe if no more people are on, they can join in. But here we are. This is where I last left off. Hang on. Let me just kill these guys. Now, these guys will not attack you at first unless you get extremely close up to them. They have a vomiting attack. They're really no big threat, but you still want to avoid getting hit by them. Now, they will all stand up and attack you when you pick up an item here. So, you're basically kind of guarding this item, so if I pick it up, they all get up and start chasing you. So, now I just got them up because I wanted to show you guys that it's kind of like an ambush-ish kind of location. But the best thing you can do is kill them all before grabbing the item. But even if you grab the item beforehand, you should be fine. I run out of stamina. This is one thing I just never get used to. Since I have my other characters, their stamina is like really high up. And going back to having almost no stamina is kind of like, ah! So I really gotta be mindful with my stamina. And I love the whip. It doesn't do as much damage, but being able to just keep them at bay is really helpful. And they drop Bull Hunter's Mark. Now up there is where we picked up the armor that I'm wearing right now. I showed it in the last video. First video ever. Now here is going to be some crows that will fall down on you. So keep an eye out on those guys. Now, I don't believe there's an item here. It's in the next door. But if you guys can, I don't know, Miss Mousy. Settings down. I don't think it's on, so if you join, they won't be able to hear you. Oh, how I wish I could do more damage. Yeah, okay, so there's an item here, but be mindful of the guy who's on the floor just sleeping. Now, my last video was 2 hours long. I'm not going to make it as long this time around, so I'm going to see if I can do as much as possible within the little time I'm going to do it. I don't want to make extremely long videos. Okay. So I'm just going to maybe do an hour long. Just get used to it, honestly. Okay, so now before I continue on, there's two ways you can go about this. You can either climb the ladder here, which will take you up, and there will be an elevator, which will open up a shortcut just in case you die during the boss or in that section. Or you can go through the tunnel. Now, if you can see, at the very end, there's a very large pig. Like, extremely large. Now, it looks a little bit, how to say it, discouraging, because it looks like you only have a limited amount of space to be fighting the pig. However, as you go in, you'll come into this larger room, and there's plenty of space for you to fight the pig. I'm gonna opt for going to the bottom section of this and fight the pig, and show you guys one of the easiest way to kill him off. So let's do that. Now you're gonna want to do run as fast as possible, and try not to do that, but try to get behind them so you can perform a backstab. Ow. Now when he does that, when he's on his hind legs and he's about to lop on you, wow. I thought he was dead. But when he does that attack, that's the best time to get behind them and do a backstab on him and eviscerate him. I completely messed that up, as you guys saw, so if you guys can just take that off your minds, that didn't just happen. But he was guarding two items. Now one of them is a cold blood dew. Man, even after a video, I still can't say the word. The other, however, is a Saw Hunter badge. Now, the neat thing about the Saw Hunter badge is that it'll update your merchants with new weapons. And you guys don't want to go this way. That's a trap, like that guy said. It's an easy way to go for your death. But the merchant will update, and you will be able to buy all of the previous weapons that you could have gotten as a starter, like the Hunter Axe and the Saw Cleaver. Or, hope I said that right. Which I'm about to go do because I want to do damage. I'm gonna, as much as I like the cane, I'm thinking I'm gonna go for the Hunter Axe. Now, this is also a trap. You can easily see up ahead. There's a giant ball at the top of the stairs, and there's a torch guy right next to the ball, or boulder in this case. As you go forward, they will light up that boulder and roll it down the steps. Now, I like having fun with this, like just keeping these guys as close as possible to the middle, and then at the very last second, just rolling out of the way. Ah, I missed one. Easy experience. And there's the guy who pushed down the boulder. Now, I'm gonna take these guys out and get the echoes from them, and then I'm gonna head back to the hunter stream. Now, one thing that you guys have to pay attention is that you can eviscerate them on the stairs. I don't know why you just can't. See? Just like that. Whoops. Ow. Ow. So just either eviscerate them down here, or eviscerate them on top of the stairs. But be mindful of the guy with the torch. Of course, he only has a shield, so... Whoops. There we go. And up here, you might want to walk, because on your right hand side there's going to be 2 enemies. Now, they're both really annoying. Usually I go for this guy on the left, because I find them more frustrating than the other guy. Then just eviscerate him, which will give you some nice invisibility frames, so you won't get hit by the second guy. And then just take him out however you want. That's my way of doing it. You guys can do however you want, but I feel more comfortable doing that way. And then regarding the bull hunters marks, which is really nice later on. So I'm next to Feathergust Coin. He's up here in the stairs, but I'm gonna head back to the Hunter Dream because I want to level up and grab the Hunter Axe. As much as I love the cane, I really want to do some extra damage, especially against this boss fight. And looking at my stats, I'm barely level 11. That's not good. So make my way back. But I want to know from you guys, what do you guys think about the game? I know the game has been out for quite some time now. Ever since I bought this game, I have been addicted to it. I've made a skill build, a strength build. I'm currently working on what is it? Well, magic build. So sure, I could put the password to be that. Which is, yeah, you know what, screw it. I don't feel like facing you guys. Sorry, later. Alright, I'll do it. Let's see, so you want the password to be, is that with a 1? Okay, sure. But I'm gonna ring my bell after I come back from the Hunter's Dream, so it's not wasted. Did I don't even remember killing that guy. Hey, Gilbert. Later, Gilbert. Now, the cool thing about Gilbert is that later on, after you beat the Father Gas coin, he will give you a new weapon. Now, most people don't miss it, but there's a small handful of people that never actually obtain the item. And it's really neat item.
Welk, what is...
Actually,
Welk, may you...
Let's buy that axe first, because I want to know how many echoes I'm gonna have after it. Oh, okay, it's fine. Let's equip that. Now I know the axe is a strength weapon.
Welcome.
And I'm going for a skill blood tinge weapon.
Very well, let me...
But I just want to do that tiny little bit more damage. Let's get myself some more stamina. Oh, is that it? You know what? Yeah, sure.
Farewell, may...
Okay. Let's head over to Central Yarnum. Now, I probably will be spending at least a minute or two, like in front of the fog gates. So if anybody wants to join me with a Feathergast coin, you're more than allowed to. I'm currently using Mousy Rar's password down there on the comments. But if you guys just want to watch, that's fine. I'm probably gonna do really badly. Alright, let's... Yeah. There we go. Yeah, I definitely feel more comfortable with the Hunter Axe. It was my very first weapon when I started the game on my first character, and it's just, I love it. I know it's slower than the other weapons, but it makes up for it on strength. Alright. Now that elevator is going to be a nice bonus for me, because now I can just go straight to the boss. Get some blood vials. Now, one of the things you guys can do against Father Gascoigne is that side mission that I did with the little girl. The one that was playing the music box. You can actually use that item against the boss, which will stun the boss for a slight amount of time. It won't be much, but you can deal some good damage to it. Now we get to do this again. Come on, I'm going for all of them. And get hit. He's gonna like that ball? Hello. There we go. Let's see. Set them right here. Oh, I'm gonna miss them. What? Well, that's a bummer. I missed every single one of them. Guys are jerks. No, you don't. And dead. La-di-da-di-da-di-da. Nope. Yeah, that's what I meant. Ow. That's fine. I believe when a high level joins a smaller level, the levels get adjusted to match the person playing or the host. Pretty sure that's what happens. Like the last person I was co-oping in my other video, my first one, pretty sure he was a more higher level, and he still died again. Oh boy. Okay. Here we go. Now, weapons such as the saw blade do bonus damage to this boss when he's in his second form. Oh, there's people right here. Hi, people. Or shadows. Because weapons such as the saw blade actually deal more damage to beast type enemies. And during Father Gascoigne's second form, that's exactly what he becomes. So that weapon's actually really nice against them. Usually when I fight this guy, I see a lot of people using the Kirk hammer with fire paper, or using the Hunter Axe, which is honestly what I'm gonna do too. Alright, so I'm just gonna wait for a little bit, see if Mousy Rar wants to join in. I don't know where she's at. Hopefully here. If not, I'll just go in a couple of S. I don't want to waste your guys' time too much. Oh, okay. I guess someone joined. Oh. There you are. Hey, are you there? Thank you for joining. I did not mean to do that. Just gonna take some co-op in this game. but not many people join, and I don't want to have them join too soon, like I mentioned in my last video. And I'll be quiet now.
Beasts all over the shop. You'll be one of them, sooner or later.
Alright, and here's Father Gascoigne. Now, its weapons of choice is the blunderbuss and the hunter axe. Now, he's a relatively strong opponent. I don't even know my play. Now, eviscerating works really well against him. Oh, I forgot to put the music box on. Well, that was smart of me.
What's that smell? Sweet blood. Oh, it sings to me. It's enough to make a man sick.
Okay. I find it really peculiar that the enemy, or not enemies, but some opponents actually like cover their eyes. Oh, okay. And there's the second form. Now he gets more aggressive in this form for sure. Now this would be a really good time to use the music box. I forgot to equip it, so that's oops on me. Now he's very vulnerable to fire, so fire, paper, molotov work well against him. That is really loud. And I missed. Oh, okay. Thank you. Make contact. It's pretty cool. But just avoid his attacks. He gets really aggressive, so sometimes it is kind of difficult to avoid his attacks. It can't be helped. Now, I think from now on, I'll be going into the boss fights by myself, because I felt Father Gascoigne got annihilated by the person who joined me. So I'm gonna try fighting the bosses by myself first next time. I'm still kind of working my way around all of this. And I forgot to explain up here. I got caught up. It's okay. So up here, and then when you go down, you'll see a body right here. This woman is actually the mother of the little girl. The same girl that gave you the music box. That is your mother. And Father Gascoigne was the dad. So that little girl is now an orphan. And the item she dropped, or not dropped, but she had on her would be... What am I doing? The red jewel brooch. A woman's bright red brooch engraved with the name Viola. Perhaps the jewel is a gift from a hunter, used to change into a droplet blood gem that fortifies any weapon. With the proper workshop tool, various weapons can be fortified. And that is the brooch that the little girl was asking for. So now that Father Gascoigne, I can't say his name sometimes, we can go back and finish off a couple of things that open up now, conversation wise. Maybe I am saying it wrong. Let me do a quick look on this. No, it is a Salt Cleaver. Dang it, I've been saying it wrong. Whoops, alright, that's fine.
Welcome. What is
Level up.
very well. Let
Blood tinge.
farewell, good mate.
I'm gonna head back to the Tomb of Odin because I wanna unlock the second safe area. One of them is Yofeska's clinic. The second one is the chapel location. So let's do that really fast. Open gates with Legend Home Key. I'm probably really messing up that name. Up the ladder we go. Now there's no enemies going to the chapel, so you guys are perfectly fine. But inside this chest, that's right here, it's a really nice item. The Blood Gem Workshop tool. Now that tool is going to be very useful for upgrading and fortifying our weapons. Workshop tool from the Hunter's Tree. The hunter who retrieves this can fortify weapons by netting blood gems into them. So that's really handy. Then we get a cutscene here. Cathedral Ward. I do so love the environments of this game. I really, really do. Now, before you guys go onward, might want to look back because there is a NPC here, and you guys might want to talk to him. He looks really scary and creepy, but he's a good guy in his own way.
Hmm? Oh, you must be a hunter. Very sorry. The incense must have masked your scent. Good, good. I've been waiting for one of your ilk. These hunts have everyone all locked up inside, waiting for it to end. It always does, always has, you know, since forever. But it won't end nicely, not this time. Even some folks hiding inside are going bad. The screams of women folk, the stench of blood, the snarls of beasts, none of them's too uncommon now. Yarnum's done for, I tell ya. But if you spot anyone with their wits about them, tell them about this here Erden Chapel. They'll be safe here. The incense wards off the beasts. Spread the word. Tell them to come on over, if you wouldn't mind.
Alright, so he's very off-putting, but personally I really like this guy. He's just... I don't know, I just personally like him.
I know I shouldn't be asking you, but if you happen upon someone while hunting, tell them about this here Erden Chapel, if they seem worth being told, that is. Oh, and I do sincerely hope they are.
Okay, so now that we've talked to him, we've actually unlocked this place to allow people to come here. This is the second safe haven. Well, I would say the only safe haven. Hephaestus Clinic is not so much. But speaking of Yofeska, let's go talk to her, because something has changed over there. So let's see what's up. The Rosmarinus. I have yet to acquire that weapon in any of my playthroughs. I still haven't beaten the game. Still, I've had it all this time and I'm so addicted to it. I just keep replaying it over and over again. I've never actually completed the game myself. Kind of ashamed myself. Oh, Yofeska.
Oh, well, hello. Splendid. Let me ask you a small kindness. You're soon off to hunt, I presume? Then, if you find any survivors, tell them to seek Yosefka's clinic. Upon my Hippocratic oath, if they are human, I will look after them. Perhaps even cure them. This sickness, these beasts, they are not to be feared. This time the night is long. I may be trapped here, but I should do something to help. I'll even offer a reward for your cooperation. Tempted? Well, off you go then.
Okay, so there's now a very completely different feel to Yofeska. Now, when we first talked to her, she was, you can't come in here, I have to take care of my patients, I can't let this disease, she's asking you to bring people in, which is completely different to how she was acting before, or how she was before. So, there's something really off-putting now.
If you feel safer, please do me this service.
Hell no. Now, if you guys have played the game, or if you guys don't know, don't bring anybody to Yosefka's clinic. I butchered her name, didn't I? Because she does the opposite of helping people. It's not pretty. Alright, now that we've done that... Now, the reason I want to talk to her is, besides the dialogue, now I can actually send people to the clinic, which I'm not going to, obviously. But there's two certain NPCs I do want them to head to Yofeska's clinic. One of them doesn't trust you at all, and we'll meet him later. And whatever you tell him, he'll do something completely different. The other one is in a forest, which that would be much later on. But now let's talk to Gilbert over here, because we've now defeated Father Gascoigne.
You needn't concern yourself with me. I'm afraid I'm of little help now. But before I take this...
And we get the flame sprayer. This is the item I was talking about. Some people do miss out on this weapon. I can talk to the NPCs. Personally, I don't use it as much, but it's a really decent weapon. It scales off arcane.
I make no use of it, but perhaps you. What afflicted me was incurable, but this time gave me hope. Their strange blood bought me time. I was most fortunate, unharmed by the plague of beasts. I can even die human. That
really gets me. He's progressively getting worse and worse.
Don't you worry about me.
Mm-hmm. Don't you worry. Okay. Aside from Sir Gilbert, now there's a lady we can help out, which really ticks me off, but she'll be helpful in her own way later. I should just kill these guys. I'm kind of just wasting time here, trying to eviscerate them all. So now I'm heading over to the next NPC. Since the game has progressed a little bit, you can actually do a lot more as opposed to the very beginning. Now you can send people to different locations. So I want to do that now rather than later. And the NPC I'm talking about is this one right here. Let's talk to her.
So what is it now? Are much better ways to pass the time. Unless you found me a nice safe place.
Yes! Yes, I did. It's called Yofeska's Clinic. No, don't send her there. Tell her to go to this place, the chapel.
Well, what do you know? An outsider worth a lick of salt. Well, don't just stand there. Don't you have work to do? Go slit some throats. Get this mess done.
Yeah, don't like her, but
Oh, enough with you. Trot along. Chop, chop.
oh man. Talk about grumpy. Alrighty. Just one more NPC to talk to. Was that a dog? Yes, it was. Not in the mood. Let's see, the best way to get to the little girl. I don't remember myself. Alright. I think I'm just going to finish up the NPCs and catch up, and then I'll leave off the video. I really don't want to spend too much time. I'm just kind of getting used to it. It's only my second video, so I'm kind of getting out of my comfort zone. And I don't want to overstay my commentary. It's really crummy right now. Hopefully in the near future I can do more quality commentary. Right now I'm just kind of backtracking and getting the NPCs and showing you guys the NPCs you can talk to again, so you guys don't miss out on anything. Alright, la-di-da-di-da. Let's go this way. And drop it down. Missed it. Oh well. Oof. These enemies. Let's not forget about this guy right here. Now, I find this guy very interesting because of what he says, what he's mumbling. I'm trying to speak here, trying to say about what you're saying, but he mentioned something about a sister. And I find that very peculiar because of the NPC that's up here, the little girl. Now, there's probably nothing correlated to it. I'm just really
Hello, Mr. Hunter.
interested on that
From my
little
mum.
fact. So here you have the option of either giving her the red jewel brooch that you found on her mom over in the location where we fought Father Gascoigne, or you can simply not give it to her. I'm not gonna give it to her because I feel bad giving it to her, because then she just feels really depressed that she's lost everything, as opposed to giving her some reassurance. I don't know. It's one of those ignorance is bliss kind of thing.
Oh, okay. I can wait. But isn't there something I can do? Maybe Mum and Dad are stuck out there, waiting for me to come and find them. What do you think, Mr. Hunter?
And then you have the option of sending her somewhere or withholding information. Now, no matter what happens, I believe something will happen to her. So I'm just gonna send her to Uadun Chapel.
Yes, okay. Thank you, Mr. Hunter. I love you almost as much as Mum and Dad.
Yay!
And Granddad.
Even the granddad. Ah, I feel so bad about this. It doesn't help that she likes me because of that. Especially knowing what happens later. She's not in me. Can I keep her home? I've heard about it, like, but wouldn't that mean not talking to her whatsoever? If I think that's how it goes. Because the moment you talk to her, it's you basically start her quest. Or am I wrong? Maybe I am wrong. Alright, I'll keep that in mind, Jason. Next time I'm gonna try withholding information from her or something. Maybe something will change. Yes, I believe that's what happens, Mousy Rar. Don't quote me on it though. I haven't really explored all frontiers on this game. No, I won't. Sorry guys, no time to play. What the? Okay. Sure, I'll play with you. Yeah, easy kill for me. Alright. Am I missing any other NPCs? I don't believe I am. There's Gilbert, the little girl, the old lady, Yofeska. I think I got everybody. I'm quite confident I got everybody. Alright. As of now, I'm going to continue on and explore this section a little bit more. Hi there. Oh, okay. So here's the old lady NPC we were talking about that gets on my nerves.
Donna, I haven't forgotten. Do you think I owe you something? Well, that's a fine lark, I'd say.
Yeah.
This whole mess that Yarnum's in, it's all your fault. Stupidity outsiders.
Ouch.
Our blood's ruined, tainted by your ilk. Don't you come near me. I know your type.
I'll get all over you. Look at this. I mean, don't get near me. Anyways, once you bring the old lady to the chapel, you can talk to the... Wow, what is your name? Oh, this guy again. And he'll give you a gesture, which
Ah, the hunter.
is...
Thank you. So that old girl, you told her about this place, right? Well, she don't offer me much in the way of conversation,
I
but
bet.
still, I'd rather see her alive anyhow.
The triumph gesture. Not going to be using it, but I do want to show off everything you can grab. Now going this way, Aileen the Crow will be standing here later on, but in order for her to appear you have to open up 2 gates, which we will later on. Now the enemies start to change here. You'll have these type of enemies with the long sticks. They do heavy amounts of damage on you, so avoid getting hit by them. And some amazing hyper armor. Oh, I love doing that. Dead. And a crow. Now the crow isn't that much of a deal anymore. Now, okay, it's only crows right now. Later on, I think once you open up the gates, there will be, ow, there will be a kidnapper, as I like to call them. And what he does is basically just that, he kidnaps you, but he's not here right now, which is fine by me. Because those guys hit like a truck, like everything else in this game. Nope. Please no. Nope. Ow. Yeah. There we go. Oh boy. Oh. Take care of these guys real fast. Oh, stamina. I am not used to you being so low. There we go. Now, you can't really go this way. Closed by a device. The device is right over there. So we will have to make our way around. Now, this item is the wooden shield. In an aggressive game or mechanic as Bloodborne is, there's really no point for the shield. Honestly, it feels more like an Easter egg-ish. The shield being here and then the bonfire over here. It makes it kind of feel like a Dark Souls reference or Easter egg. I'm not going to say it is, but it kind of feels that way. Since we can't go that way, we have no choice but to go this way. Now there's 2 guys here with the lanterns. I'm gonna take care of this guy first. Try taking them out however you guys want and avoid their attacks. The new Digimon, that's kind of random in a Bloodborne video. Not very sure about Digimon. Okay. I'll get back on you on that one. Now, this item over here, you guys have to be really careful and quick about it. When you obtain it, you do not want to be standing there because you can't see it right now, but there's something here. So you want to grab that item and get out of there, because if you don't, that will appear and it will grab you, take you up into the air, and most likely kill you if you don't have the vitality for it. And I really don't want to be killed by it right now. Up the stairs we have to deal with this guy. Now he looks really intimidating, and he kind of is at this point in the game. You can either trap him here by closing the gates that's right there, fight him, or just avoid him completely. my pride isn't gonna allow me to actually leave him there, however, so you really want to avoid the attacks. And I meant to roll. You don't want to be in front of him too much. Try to stay behind him as much as possible. Because most of its attacks actually are frontal attacks. Just stay to the side or on his back so he won't get you. Kinda like that. Kinda had that one coming. Just be mindful, there is that attack you just did right now actually gives you a lot of leeway to go in for the attack. Because he will pause with his axe still on the floor. Up here is the other gate. Now this gate is one of the ones you have to open up. This gate will make a lien appear later on if you open this gate as well as the one that's back there. Now this area is infested with Madman's knowledge, which is really cool. Something that I really want. Another thing to take interest is the emblem that's on the gate. Because that emblem, if you go to the merchants, there's a certain item that what was it called? I can't recall. But you can actually use this the item at the merchant to open up this gate if you want early access. But at the cost of, I believe, 10,000 echoes. I want to keep my echoes, thank you. So I'm going to make my way down here. Now, as you make your way down, you're going to see that opponent straight ahead. Now, he's really easy to backstab. Problem is, the place is loaded with crows. Not to mention this guy right here, who will come after you. With the statue, it looks like. Easiest way to take him on is to eviscerate him. Shoot him as he's about to hit you, and take him out. Now, you can try luring the crows with pebbles or such, or you can try going after him. I'm gonna see if I'm fast enough to eviscerate this guy. And I am. Oh, no. Yeah. Take out the crows. And blood vials. Gonna need those. Now, this right here is a monocular. I really slowed down on that one, didn't I? But the monocular is pretty neat. I always have it in my inventory equipped. Because it does just as it says. Monocular used to view things up close. Not a hunter tool, but a simple antique. To be used as one sees fit. I love using this thing. I know most people don't. It doesn't really help out with your vision that much either. But it really helps you get a view of the area before you go into it. As of right now, we have this giant guy with a wrecking ball. And he does a massive amount of damage. However, what I'm actually interested in is what's behind him. I can't get a good look on it. But these guys run away from you, kind of like in Dark Souls. It's right there in the crosshairs. You can see him moving. These guys, and they will drop upgrade materials for weapons, and I really want that. The best way I've always get him is throwing a Molotov item before grabbing the attention of the big guy. So I run up to him, I try locking on and throw a Molotov, And I miss. Oh. He came right for me. Nice. Alright, that's one way to do it. And now to take care of this guy. Now, the best way to take care of this guy is avoiding his attacks until he starts doing a combo exchange. Because that gives you the maximum amount of time to actually go in for the attack. Now I just have to prompt him to do that combo. There it is. It's a 3-hit combo. Sometimes he does it, sometimes he doesn't. Do what I want you to do. There we go. Okay. It's a 4-hit combo. But he stays like that for a solid amount of time to actually give you time to attack him. Just like that. And just back away, rinse and repeat. I find it to be the most easy item on. There's probably more ways, like fighting him head on, and I'm not confident in my own ability to be doing something like that right now. So I'm just gonna keep doing this. And then the restoration. Nice! Alright. He drops a blood shard. Useful. Not to mention, there's this guy right here. Let's see, where is my... There he is. Pretty looking thing, isn't he? And he gave me 3 bloodstones. Ha! And 5 more. I am banking on those things. Nice. Now down these stairs, there's a lot of pots. Like a lot. Never really found, other than breaking them, that's about it. And there's this chest that contains a tempering blood gemstone. And thanks to the tool that we received over at the chapel, now we can actually implement those stones into our weapons. Then there's this door. This door is pretty infamous because nobody knows what it's for. Even I don't. It's just there. You can interact with it, you just can't do anything with it. So I find that very interesting. Maybe... I really don't think they're gonna use it for anything. Because they would have already done something by now, especially after the implementation of the DLC. I think that door is just there. It might have been a section that was... What? Okay. That hardly ever happens. But as I was saying, that hardly seems the case now. That maybe there was just a part of the game there that just got taken out. It didn't make it to the final cut. And it was just released. They just kind of left the door there. That's what I think about it. I don't know. It's hard to say. Now down here we have a dog and a couple of more of the Yarnum guys. Deal with the dog first, and then we can take care of these guys. Now I know I could have used the pebble on him. I just forget or don't try. I get really cocky with my ability with these guys. And I just end up pulling them by myself. There we go. Now to the right, there will be 2 items. Cold Blood Dew and Molotovs. And I missed an item over there apparently. The blood vials. And to the left, we kind of have to go that way. It's kind of mandatory. But let's go in here really fast. Now, on the very left, there's this guy hiding there. Just look at him. Not really hiding, just kind of there. And usually when you see this item, you will go straight forward and then he will attack you. So let's just go after him first. Get him out of the way. And he was guarding a madman's knowledge. Good stuff. Now, up these stairs, you want to be careful. That is a gunner up there. However, there's these guys too. You have 2 dogs that will come rushing at you if you're not careful. And it'll be really annoying to have to deal with both the dogs and the gunner shooting at you. So it's best to pull the gunner first, or not the gunner. Pull the dogs first, and then go after the gunner. And gave me quicksilver bullets. Now to the right, there's a lever which we have to use to continue. But I'm gonna go this way real fast because there is an NPC down here. Which I'm kind of disappointed because in Dark Souls you have Solaire, and I love Solaire. He's one of my favorite NPCs in the Soul series. And when I heard that this guy, the voice actor for Solaire would place this guy, I kind of got hyped thinking that it was going to be almost identical. It kind of is. He does talk about cooperation and stuff, but it's just not the same. Let's talk to him.
You're a beast hunter, aren't you? I knew it. That's precisely how I started out. Oh, beg pardon. You may call me Alfred, protege of Master Ligurius, hunter of vile bloods. So, what say you? Our prey might differ, but we are hunters, the both of us. Why not cooperate and discuss the things we've learned?
You see, you can cooperate with him or refuse him. I'm going to cooperate, because why not?
Oh, very good. Very good indeed. Take this to celebrate our acquaintance.
Fire paper. That's nice. And we get the prey gesture.
Beast hunting is a sacred practice. May the good blood guide your way.
May the good blood. I don't know about that. Just talk to him one more time.
There must be oodles for us to share. Go on.
Oodles.
Just tell me what piques your interest.
That's a lot of dialogue.
As you
Alright.
know, the Healing Church is the fountainhead of blood healing. Well, I'm a simple hunter, quite unfamiliar with the ins and outs of the institution. But I have heard that the holy medium of blood healing is venerated in the main cathedral, and that counselors of the old church reside in the high stratum of the cathedral ward. If you seek blood healing, and the church is willing, you should pay them a visit.
So that was about the Healing Church. Now let's talk about Bergenworth. And see what he says about that.
Bergenworth is an old place of learning. and the Tomb of the Gods, carved out below Yharnam, should be familiar to every hunter. Well, once a group of young Byrgenwerth scholars discovered a holy medium deep within the tomb. This led to the founding of the Healing Church and the establishment of blood healing. In this sense, everything sacred in Yharnam can be traced back to Byrgenwerth. But today, the college lies deep within a tangled wood, abandoned and decrepit. And furthermore, the Healing Church has declared Byrgenwerth forbidden ground. It's unclear how many of its scholars remain alive, but only they know the password that allows passage through the gate.
Oh god, he loves his
I
own
bid
voice.
you farewell. It has been a pleasure. May the good blood guide your way.
Okay, that was a lot of dialogue. And a lot to take in. I'm not even gonna go into it. I'll just talk about it when we get there. But that was all for it. This lever will open up the sarcophagus down there, or secret entrance, and there's a madman's knowledge. We'll head down, check the area out really fast. Here we'll have another Tempering Blood gemstone, something I might use later. Now, before going into this room, you guys might want to be careful about the left-hand side of this place, because there is an enemy in here. He's not too tough. Yeah, there he is. But it's... how to say it? He just has a little bit of health. You guys can either fight him or just bypass him. It's really up to you guys. It's just that one enemy. I generally fight him only because he always 100% drops a Bloodstone shard. Now, I'm pretty sure it's a 100% chance. Going up the stairs, you'll find some antidotes, which we will need for the next area. And here we have the lamp, which will activate. And I think I'll leave the video here. I've reached my hour goal. But before that, there is an item hidden right here that you guys don't want to be missing out on. The Purgent Blood Cocktail. Yeah, having this background. I don't know. What was the last thing you heard? I'm sorry. But the next time I play, I'm gonna check out this section of the game. I've reached my goal for an hour, so I'm pretty confident about that. I'm still stepping out of my little bubble. I'm shying away from it. And hope I can slightly get better as I go. But thank you so much for watching. I know it's still not the best quality commentary of all time. But I'll try getting better. I'll try updating more. I was really shy and kind of lost a lot of confidence in the first video when I heard that I was really nervous. I tried sounding less nervous this time. I still quite am, but we'll see what happens. But for now, thank you. Leave any comments to help me get better if you guys want. I would very much appreciate it, even if it's mean comments. I really don't mind. Good or bad, I'll take them both. And hopefully I'll get to see you guys again. I believe that would be it. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Later.